Well, hi guys, I'm Lit.
I'm Coco.
So we are here in Amarillo, Texas. We finally made it to the hot state.
Yes.
So we booked just 7 days here, and the place that we decided to stay is the Fort Amarillo RV Resort. As a whole, it's a really nice resort. They have about 110 spaces. Most of them are pull-through. They all have full hookups. There is a indoor swimming pool, a small workout room, bathrooms, showers that you can use, laundry facility, and then they also have a little fishing pond where it's a catch and release. The only fish that I saw were koi carp, but I was told there are different breeds of fish in that pond.
Cool. Yeah, it's really nice.
The resort as a whole, really nice. It is a little run down. The picnic tables, plastic, have holes in them. There was one washing machine that was down, and the hot tub was out of commission. Looks like they were retiling or reworking the hot tub. But as a whole, yes, I would stay here again, and I believe we paid $210 for the week.
It was nice.
So Friday morning we decided that we wanted to go do a little shopping, do a little sightseeing, and we heard about a quaint little area. And what was that called?
6th Street Historic District, and it was on Route 66 as well. It's a little antique shops. There was about 16 different shops, or was there more? 60?
60.
Know, there was quite a bit.
I believe there was 60 different antique shops spanning 16 blocks.
Oh, okay, that's right, the 16, yeah. And they had a lot of restaurant bars, lots of antique stores. We went into one. Really nice gentleman. He goes by Crocodile.
Yes.
He made a lot of art in his little area, antiques too, but he made the art from a local place called the Cadillac Ranch. We'll talk about that a little bit too. We went and saw that. He was a really nice guy, fun, gave us some information about Amarillo. That was fun.
Yeah, the jewelry that he makes is from a big chunk of the paint that they scrape off the cars that we're going to show you a little bit later on. And he goes ahead and he fashions those into jewelry. Little bit expensive, but jewelry looked amazing. We didn't purchase any, but we did make a few purchases while we were down there.
That was fun.
So we only walked about 3 or 4 blocks because it was over 100 degrees that day.
Right, and a lot of the little antique shops do not have air conditioning because they're so old. Super hot. So, you know.
So we sweated it out for 4 blocks going in and out of every shop, and then decided that we were going to call that a day.
Right.
So of course when Friday rolls around, we had to go get our cowboy and cowgirl on. So we decided that we would go find a country western bar to spend the evening. The one that we finally came up with was called Whiskey River. So Whiskey River is a little hole-in-the-wall dive bar that has a stage for a live band. The night that we were there was actually a local band that played, and what were their names?
It was the Jack Culver Band.
Yeah, and he was a very nice guy. Sounded really good.
Country Western.
Of course, being in a country bar. So the bar itself has cold beer, mixed drinks of course. There was a dart league that was going on that night, so there were quite a few people playing darts, not many there to see the bands. And what kind of surprised us was they allow smoking inside. So every table had an ashtray.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Did get a little smoky. So while we were there in the bar, we met a nice couple, right?
Great. Yeah, really nice couple. They were from Canada. Shout out Brittany Millen. Hi guys. We got to talking to them. They actually came into town for a concert, which was the following night on Saturday. We ended up getting tickets to that concert too, which was a lot of fun. We'll talk a little bit more about the concert and whatnot, but they really nice. We just happened to start talking to them, and really fun couple. We ended up spending, the rest of the night just having fun at that bar. Go ahead.
So once again, we got all cowboyed up Saturday night, and we went down to get some dinner. And we went to a local, they call it a tourist trap, but it's called the Big Texan. It's the home of the 72-ounce steak. So if you can eat the 72-ounce steak, potato, salad, and I believe it's 3 fried shrimp, within an hour you get the meal for free. Back in my huge days, I guess I could have done it, but I wasn't even willing to attempt that. So we did go in. We got there around 6 o'clock, and there was a 1-hour wait. So luckily there was stuff to do while we were in there. They have a gift shop area. Then they have different carnival games type thing.
Outside area where there was a band playing. It's very large in there. But what I understand is there's no reservations at all, and you really have to decide to wait every time. Most people post about it. It's a 40-minute to an hour wait every time, so just know that you're going to wait if you want to try it.
Yeah. So there were a couple of bars that were within the restaurant, so we got a few beers, went and sat outside.
I think it was worth it. It's very touristy, but I thought it was cute on the inside. It was fun. The food was good.
Yep. Yeah, we had the
steak.
ribeye.
Yep, just steak. It was good. The staff was good. I would recommend it, especially, lots to do on the inside, and just cute to see a lot of stuff on the outside too as well. You'll see the video that we posted. And after that, we decided to go
to the Starlight Ranch, which was about a mile down the road. The Starlight Ranch is a concert venue that used to be a water park. And I guess the owners of the Big Texan purchased that land and then turned the water park into a concert venue.
Right.
Once again, lots of different little shops and stores there. Lots of different bars. We ended up getting the VIP tickets just so we would have places to sit. The general admission, they tell you have to bring lawn chairs, and then you kind of sit up towards the top to watch the band play. This way we figured we're up against the stage.
But it's not a huge venue. It was by far, I think, the best venue I've ever been to, though. It was really cute the way it was designed. You'll see all the different little areas, but even if you had general admission, I think it would be great seats. I don't think it wasn't anything like in Denver where Fiddler's Green, that's, the
outside
outside
grass.
area is sometimes hard to see. This was a very kind of small stage, intimate. I think there was a good seat, and anywhere you decided.
Yep, and lots of shade, because once
Yeah.
again it was over 100
was
degrees
very
that
hot.
day. So
Plus humid. It was super humid that
yes,
day.
for
Super
us
humid.
Coloradans.
Oh my gosh, we sweat the entire time, but it was a lot of fun. Like I said before, we had met friends from Canada, and they were there with us the entire time. It was a blast. We met some other people there too. Fun venue, I think. Definitely worth it if you're coming to Amarillo, I think.
Yeah.
Check it out, see who's playing. Aaron Watson was here.
Midland's coming in about a month.
Yep. Midland's coming in August. Aaron Watson, I was going to say, is from Amarillo originally. Yes. We have never seen him, even though he's been to Colorado. We loved him. It was great concert. It was fun.
Yep, the opening band for Aaron Watson was a band called Dallas Borough. Great music once again. He had some of his own songs that he sang. Very pleasant to meet. I got to chat with him for a while after his set. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video of his because we were too busy looking around at all the different stores and all the different areas in the Starlight Ranch, and drinking and having conversation with our new friends. So then Aaron Watson took the stage. and has a great stage presence. Absolutely loved him up there.
I'd see him again for sure.
Absolutely. And there was a young guy on the guitar playing behind him, which we found out was actually his son.
Yeah.
So he will be a force to reckon with when you see him in the future. I imagine he's going to have his own band as well. After the concert was over, Aaron Watson made an announcement that he was going to go over to his merchandise table and say hello to and sign as many things as he could for anyone that lined up. So we left about 45 minutes after the show ended. I imagine he was there for another hour and a half signing stuff. Super nice guy.
That's good.
We gave him our business card for this channel and asked him permission if we could use his music and footage in this video, and he gave me permission. We then introduced him to our Canadian friends, and he invited her over first in line to get a photo, and I think that kind of made her night.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. Recommend it.
So then one morning we decided we had to go check out the Cadillac Ranch. It was something that our son Alec had told us about.
Right.
And he told us if we ever got a chance to go see it, that we should.
Right, because I think he saw maybe a YouTube on it or something as well. So it's really close to where we're staying. It's only a mile. Again, on historic Route 66, so not very far from us. So we decided we went to check it out. It was fun. It's cute.
Yeah, it was. I guess originally it was an artist's art project. And
well, it was what I had read in 1974. A couple gentlemen that were in they called them the Ant Group or the Ant something. What was it? The Ant Farm, an art group. That's what I'd read, and they decided to do this in 1974 and put these Cadillacs in the ground, and then not sure if I'm assuming that they started spray painting them, and then over the years different people are spray painting them. You can buy spray paint there, bring spray paint. There's no cost to get in. It's just right off of Route 66. You could just park your car and then walk in. When we went the day, it had just rained the night before.
No, 2 nights before.
Right, so there was a lot of mud in that area, so only one of the cars that didn't have mud around it, people were spray painting. We didn't spray paint anything. Took a lot of pictures, and you'll see video. Really cool to see. I mean, definitely something you got to stop and see, I think, when you're in Amarillo, just because it's iconic there.
So I think our overall opinion of Amarillo is it's a really nice town. It's not huge like Albuquerque or Dallas or something like that. I think it's one of the smaller towns that we're going to be going through. Lots of shops, lots of restaurants if you want to go eat out. Of course, places like Boot Barn, and then different Western wear. There's a Sam's Club, no Costco. But overall,
no traffic either. No traffic since it's a smaller type, I guess, city town. Because it seems big, but it doesn't seem like a lot of traffic.
Yeah, I think it's just more spread out over
right.
miles than just a condensed center. But I don't think we ever hit a traffic jam while we were here. Roads are a little bit difficult.
They're weird. They're a little weird.
They are. So like kind of getting on and off a highway, they are just slip roads. So if you're on the frontage road about every, third of a mile, there's a slip road that takes you on, and all vehicles on the side road have to yield to vehicles coming off.
Right. It was a little weird, but
yeah.
I mean, definitely worth coming to see if you ever come to Amarillo. Those places are fun. And overall, the RV place that we stayed at, we loved too. I mean, we definitely recommend it here for sure.
Yep, the swimming pool's nice and cool.
Yeah, it's
so
nice.
on those hot days, it's nice just to kind of dip in and cool off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so make sure and follow us. Continue to follow us as we continue to travel the United States. Make sure and like, subscribe,
and comment. Just drop me a little note saying, hey, I love the video, or hey, the video sucked. Whatever it is, just a comment. That's all I need.
Right.
And then don't forget to hit that bell notification so that way you'll know next time we upload our video. Next week we will be traveling to Oklahoma. Well, I'll let you know what city we're gonna be in the video. So we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye guys.
Bye.
And ended up still on Route 66.
It is fairly close to. Why do you keep doing that? Cutting me off.
I'm not. I thought you were done talking.
Why are you going to pause it again?
Because it's easier for me to edit if I pause in between subjects.
I was just going to say it's close to a lot of things. But that's fine. It's fine. Keep moving. Move on. Let's go.
You want to do it again?
Nope. It's good.
On Route 66. What do you think about the area?
It was really nice. There's a lot of areas. Fuck it. I'm not doing it. No, I don't want to. It's fine.
I enjoyed the bar. It's a little hole in the wall. I guess you would be indifferent.
What?
I don't know.
Go sit up, don't slouch so much, hon.
Okay. Got it.